Hello everyone, I'm back and it is Tuesday, 11:30, no, 12:30 in the afternoon. I pointed out the USD yen on Sunday and I talked about it Saturday, and it did go through the trend line here on the 4 hour. The daily's a little bit more defined there. So as you can see, wick through there, but it is still sort of holding that level. We'll go down the 4 hour, we'll sort of see what it's doing, and then intraday what it's been doing. So US dollar, it is interesting. Obviously it weakened with some Donald Trump tweets, and then he tweeted on Sunday night, and it's a bit of a circus. But from a technical standpoint, the uptrend is still present. I mean, it dipped down below as well before earlier in June, so it has a tendency to do this. And what I'd like to see is get back over that, and then if we can get some bullish price action, something like this is pretty big, maybe not something like this, because when it does something like this, it moves so aggressively and quickly, it likes to revert back, which it actually wasn't like it was going to do. But a candle, something like this would be really sweet, like here would be nice on top of the trend line. And then, later in the session, New York wise would be good. But we'll see. Now back to the hourly. Yeah, so Asian session, typically uneventful, and that's what we're seeing here. So no setup quite yet. Now Aussie dollar. I think there was some data coming out for this one here. It's interesting. It's not through this support level. Had a little bit of a sell-off, and right there's no clear direction, so I'm going to avoid that for now. Very choppy. There's nothing great in the economy, there's nothing bad though, so it's just one of these things where there's not a lot there to trade with, so I avoid it. Alright, let's see what the euro is doing. I think the euro has weakened a little bit too. I was checking it out on my phone earlier. Alright, the euro. Okay, so we're back down below 117. It's just hard to trade this. It's like flip a coin. Where's it going? Hard to tell. Obviously intraday it is weaker, but I like to see what Europe brings, and then the New York session as well is very clear. That's where I'll be trading if I do take a trade. But this one is a no trade here. USD CAD, let's see what that's doing. Alright, so we've had a little bit of revival. Now this trend is pretty nice. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. It's interesting, this is typically an entry, and then I don't know why there's two there. There might have been, or I closed out perhaps, and then got in again. I'm a little intrigued by that. I'll have to revise that a little bit. Now, so there's a lot of overhead resistance though as well. So you go to the daily, pretty clear it is an uptrend, but it's just a little bit messy, a little bit busy. So I'm going to avoid that. The pound, see what that's doing. On the hourly, it's just, Asian session. Not much there to do with in regards to good price action. You got this level down here to deal with, so if it does sell off a little bit, the risk to reward was not great, because then it could bounce off here. And obviously, with the Brexit talks that are going on, it's quite a dynamic situation where have one piece of news out, another piece of news out, and it just. But I mean, if it does break here, that's a selling opportunity. This support level here at 1.30392. I've got in there. That was established on the weekly time frame as well. New Zealand dollar. Let's see what that's doing. No, that's not. I still, if I had to say something, did I go the Swissy? What's the Swissy doing? Yeah, that's really added a bit of a sell-off as well. USD. Look, if I had to pick something, and like, what do I want to trade? It would probably be the USDN still. That's what I would say. Wait and see. It did have a little bit of a bounce, but then it sort of gave up a little bit, and we'll see what it wants to do here. So an entry would be much later on. From 5 o'clock, I would start looking at it seriously again, and then 9:30 Perth time, I would review it again as well. But that's it, guys. That is the chart analysis. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.